Hey, what's going on everybody? This is G and I'm funkin' hungry. In this video, we're going to try Samyang Buldak hot chicken flavour ramen, and this one is the cheese flavour. So I'll leave the nutrition information on screen for you if you want to take a look. I'll also leave the ingredients on screen if you want to pause and have a look at that. But I'll go through the basic ingredients like always. So you've got your noodles, that's 73.1%. You've got your sauce or your soup, so it seems like it's the same one that's on most of them. So I'll go through it quickly. This has cheese flavour powder. This has artificial chicken flavour powder, soybean oil, chili pepper powder, red pepper powder, onion, garlic, chili extract, paprika extract, black pepper powder and curry powder. So that does sound a little bit different. I might be mistaken than the other sauces. I'm not really sure if they changed the soup though, or if it's the same on all of these and they just add different flavors after. But saying that, it has the powder, that's mozzarella cheese powder, roasted sesame and roasted lava. I'm not sure how you say it, but I didn't know what it was, so I looked it up, and it's basically a type of seaweed in a way that they use in Asian cuisine. They use it to do sushi and stuff like that. So it's basically kind of like a seaweed. This contains wheat, gluten, soy, milk, sesame. So that's your allergens. The cooking directions are: put noodles in 600 ml of boiling water and cook for 5 minutes. Please remove water from noodles. Remain 8 spoons of water and put liquid sauce into noodles and stir fry for 30 seconds. Then you put the cheese powder and you stir well and serve. So I've already got one here that I prepared before. Now I will say with this one, the cheese powder seemed to clump up a bit. So as I put the cheese powder in, as I started trying to stir it through, it did clump together a little bit. Not too badly, but some lumps didn't really want to sort of separate. I think that's once the cheese powder got a bit of moisture on it and it sort of went a bit gloopy, it stuck to the sesame seeds and it sort of just wouldn't sort of separate in a way. Obviously it's not too bad, it's all going to go in your stomach, but I did find that it didn't want to separate some of it. So some of it was sticking to the seaweed and some of it was sticking to the sesame seeds, and it sort of just become like a little ball, and I was trying to stir it and you know, but I thought I'd just mention that because I haven't had issues with the other ones. Always, I love the packaging. Nice, bright, colourful packaging. The noodles are nice and chunky. I love that. Sauce sticks to it really well once you stir fry it a bit. Let's give this a try, the Samyang Buldak cheese flavour. Cheers. So yeah, it's a nice flavour. You do get that cheese flavour. It is a little bit artificial, that cheese flavour. You know, obviously they can't use sort of real cheese, but it definitely has sort of like an artificial taste. This one seemed to have more of the soup or the sauce than the carbonara. The carbonara sauce packet was sort of half of what this one is. So this one tastes a little bit more spicy. Yeah, it's not a huge cheese flavour. It does have this sort of funky, I guess it's mozzarella, but mozzarella doesn't have much flavour. But it has this sort of funky feet sort of smell and taste to it. So I just had a clump of the cheese, sesame seed and a seaweed, and it does have a bit of a strange flavour. It has that sort of seaweed, fishy sort of flavour to it. And obviously you don't really want that with a cheese, in my opinion. You don't really want that in a cheese ramen. So I don't really know why they put sesame seeds and seaweed in the cheese ramen when they didn't put that in the carbonara. I just don't think those flavours work really well. You know, you just kind of want cheese flavours in this. Obviously, it's more for their palate from Korea. So yeah, obviously it might be to their taste a bit more. But I don't really want those sort of flavours in a cheese ramen, personally. It still tastes like the Samyang hot chicken ramen, the black packet, the original. Because that's what the sauce or the soup mix is. So it definitely has some spice to it. Definitely has that chicken. It definitely has that spicy chili chicken flavour. It's still nice, it's still Samyang, but it does have like a little bit of a funky flavour to it. It does have, especially if you get a mouthful of that seaweed, there's not much in it. But when I tasted it separately by itself, it did have that sort of fishy, ocean, salty sort of taste to it. I just don't think really complements the cheese flavour much. Sesame seeds as well. You know, you can't really taste them as such, but it's just, to me, flavours that don't really need to be in a cheese ramen. So my rating for Samyang Buldak cheese flavour, I'll give that a 5.5 out of 10, but it's a lot worse in a way compared to all the other ones I've had. The other ones I've had so far are like an 8 or 9 out of 10, and just to me, this is just lacking in flavours. It does taste a fair bit like the original, the black packet, the hot chicken ramen, the original one, but obviously that's not what I'm looking for. That's not what I'm sort of rating. I'm rating the cheese flavour, or I'm rating, you know, how different it is compared to the others. Where it's just like the original, just with this sort of funky cheese, seaweed sort of smell and flavour to it. Yeah, it's okay. I definitely wouldn't buy this one again. So, you know, once I get through all of these ramen, when I go to the shops and I want to buy the ones that I enjoyed, this definitely would stay on the shelf. I'd definitely pick up another flavour over this one. The carbonara was really nice, but even the jajang was really nice. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you've tried the Samyang Buldak cheese flavour. I'd love to hear if you agree or you disagree. I'd love to hear it in the comments section. But yeah, I'd say try this because, you know, you only live once. You may as well try it. But I wouldn't recommend it, if you know what I mean. So if you want to try it and just see if you like it or if you agree or you disagree with me, just to be adventurous and try it out yourself, I'd definitely say to do that. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend this one. And I'm sure other people will probably agree that this isn't one of their best flavours. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, if you could please like, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a video. This was G from Phunken Hungry, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers.